Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my 160th Master Raid, the Gyan, from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. This is one of the older kits that I didn't have, and it's been sitting around since Christmas, so my brother got it for me. Thank you. And it's one of the ones I didn't have, so hey, I got free time. Let's build it and see what we got. Now, when you build this thing, it's odd. It doesn't feel like any other Zeon suit. It feels different and awkward, and things are just not the same, which is fun from a building perspective because it's something you haven't built before. And in the sense of the history of the series, that makes sense too. The Gyan was in competition with the Gelgoog for the next generation mobile suit to replace the Zaku. Obviously, the Gelgoog won. So it's made by a completely different company who made the Zaku and the Gelgoog. So it does feel a little bit odd. Backpack, very simple. Does have a little tilt feature on it. I like the armor on the front and the vents below. It's got a big, bulky upper torso, which, like I said, doesn't make sense with most Zeon suits, so whatever. Cockpit down below. Opens up and you can see Makuve in there. Like I said, I love those vents, the way they kind of look, and they're odd, but I like them anyway. Like Makuve. The head is weird. Can I mention this is an odd kit? You get this mono eye. I just went with a red Sharpie in there. They give you a sticker if you want, but I always do that with the mono eyes. And it can move up, down, side to side. What's going to happen is we're going to get a pair of tweezers to do it, though. Getting in there with your fingers is complicated and awkward, but if you get in a pair of tweezers, you can move it up and down and side to side. Do it, oh, not all the way around, but close to it. But it's awkward. It's kind of difficult. You're going to put it in one position you like, and you're going to leave it there. Let's just call a spade a spade. Put the top on. You can remove the top again to move the eye, but it's a bit of a pain, so you're probably going to stick it in one spot and just leave it there. The head is odd. Arms, somewhat normal outside of the big, giant sphere shoulders. The arms do feel a little bit Zeon-like, and that makes more sense. The shoulders don't. Just big old giant spheres. No armor, just... yeah. The upside is excellent posability on the arms. Move them anywhere you want. Up, down, round, turn, twist. 3, 1, and then the thumb hands. Man, I haven't done that in a while. A little bit of lining on this kit, not that much, but shoulders will go just about anywhere you want. No problems whatsoever. And like I said, when you get these accessories, posing helps on this kit a lot. Now, legs. Awkward, but they work. Got these huge bell-bottom jeans on the bottom and some giant friggin' feet. And these hips are variable. There's these little clips down below, which keep them in place. You can unhinge them, and they get a lot more posability. So the legs can go just about anywhere. Nice thing with those big giant feet, balance isn't an issue with this thing. Skirt armor is a little odd, but it does remind me a little bit of the Dom, which makes sense, because this was meant to go side by side with the Dom. Dom's the long-range fighter. This is the up-close. And they were both made by the same company who didn't make the Zaku. So yeah, awkward and weird feet. Really does give that suit of armor look. You know, the extra layers of armor on the feet and the armor around the waist, and you know, medieval knight really goes for it. The big bell-bottom jean look, though, is odd. Get them all together. One odd issue here is on the waist. That piece you see at the bottom here is free-floating. It's not really connected to the bottom. It's not really connected into the top. So when you're posing, it can sometimes come a little too loose, and you have to work around it. Is this a big deal? Heck no. You can work around this without issue. But it's just kind of odd that it's just kind of floating there. Now, accessories. First we got this beam lance, beam saber thing. This has an LED. Comes with all the pieces you need except for the battery. This uses a CR1220 battery It's a watch battery. If anyone's built the PG Strike or the PG Strike Freedom, they use the exact same battery in that kit. Now, what this is supposed to do is you put this in here, and there's a little switch that's supposed to turn it on and off. That switch does not work. However, when you put it on there and you put the top on, it works just fine. It glows through that big, giant beam saber blade. And turn off the lights, you can get a little bit better glow into it. It works just fine. No issues. The only problem is turning it off, because you can't without disassembling it. You've got to take that whole top rim off to turn the thing off. Shield. This is a big, giant shield with a big, giant connector onto the arm. It's got a whole lot of missiles and a whole bunch of bombs in the center. So the shield isn't for defensive purposes as much as it is an offensive weapon. They give you this other handle. This is for the beam saber. If you want to skip the LED altogether, here you go. Just don't even bother with it and use this blade. And it looks just fine without the LED if you'd prefer. So you get two handles, one with the LED and one without. If you don't want to bother with the LED, fine, here you go. Take out the blade on one and pop it in the other. And like I said, that beam saber, that one can be stored on the shield. To give you some effect parts for the shield too, 3 missiles attach onto this like clear smoke effect, and it connects right into the shield like 3 of the missiles are firing off. It's got tons of missiles and tons of bombs on this thing. So you can act like it's just starting its ring of all those missiles to fire off. Other accessories, it comes with these little bomb mine things, which are stupid, no one's ever going to use. You get 3 of them. What they friggin' do. And you get a Makuve, both a tiny little one and a big one. They have to be glued together. They're completely white and need to be painted. And yes, Makuve has his face, because of course he does. Decals. Decals are not very good on this kit. They're dry transfer and sticker. The sticker decals don't look good on this kit. They just don't. Dry transfer aren't anything to write home about too. I did a couple. I did like the Gyan symbol and a couple on the side there and the skirt armor. And there's a big one on the shield like that. But honestly, if you wanted to skip the decals altogether, it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Outside of the shield one, that's the only really nice one. Out of the poses, you can get lots of great poses out of this guy. Like I said, balance is not an issue. Can he do the fencing pose? Yes, he can hold that out at full extension. It's kind of an awkward hold in his hand, and if you bump it even just a little, he will drop it. But as long as you stay away from it, he can, use it as a fencing sword. And just like Makuve fights. Can you hold the shield out at full extension? Yes, you can. It's a big, heavy shield, but like I said, balance is very good on this kit. It does become actually front heavy when holding this thing up. So you got to reposition, but he's going to stand up just fine. Hold it fine. Straight out like he's firing at another suit. Looks good. Final thoughts on this kit. I'm giving this kit a big thumbs up. It is a very, very good kit. This came out the same year as the original F91 Gundam. Does that beat this for the kit of the year? No. I think the F91 is a better kit. This is a very strong contender, much stronger than I thought it would be. I thought there's no way I'm even going to consider taking the title away from F91 all these years later. I considered it, but in the end, F91 is a better kit just because of the base it uses and all the extra stuff it has, and it's really cool. This has 2 really, really cool accessories. They are. That's the only 2 cool accessories they have. The mines are stupid. No one's ever going to use. The LED works, but it's finicky. But great poser, great balance. Thumbs up from me. If you want one, pick it up. It's a very, very good kit. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you got any questions, please ask them. I will answer them as best as I can. Please stay tuned for more. I always got more reviews coming. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, and one more thing. It's weird. There's a string at the back, and if I pull it, it makes a noise of lidding. Or sometimes it says, "It's priceless." And sometimes it says, "Someone's poisoned the water hole." Wait, what?